I just want to make sure that I actually have everything set up. So, yeah, just so everybody knows, you know, tomorrow Action 52 starts up. We've got Saturday and Sunday with some Kuso6rande matches, not completely full on Saturday, so I might be able to sneak in a 52 or two. Sneak in a 52. Yeah. I just said that. And then Monday, gonna be probably more shenanigans. I usually take Mondays off. We'll go ahead and see how I'm feeling on Monday. If I'm gonna do more of those actions on that day or not. But yeah, I want to get through all of them in October. All of the crap. All of the worst. Jeez. Well, everybody, go ahead and hold on to your butts because there's nothing else that really, deserves holding on to when you have this GM coming in. So say hello to our GM for the only game today, Corndan. Mr. Corndan, I would love to talk to you. Hello there.
So it's a horrible night for a curse. And this game is cursed. And this round is cursed.
Yeah. I mean, how many games have they tried to play?
A lot. I don't know, 3?
Yeah,
something like that.
Like that. Yeah, we've had a
right. We've got multiple tube and bins.
Yeah.
Right. Issues getting scheduled because of things outside people's control. Right. Comcast being Comcast.
Yeah.
And you know, right. We needed to make sure we didn't get another game tube in here.
Yeah, we've had this game before. I'm not saying it's a good thing that we've had the game before, but we have.
So, how do you feel about stolen sounds?
Well,
because
I've got one company that likes to do that. Good old Kuso6rande.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about Kuso6rande?
I hate them, and yet.
Well, yet you can't tell me that this game is not the most appropriate game to give out to. You know, a bunch of 30s and Jackazam.
I would still be giving out a different one, but
well,
yeah,
that's
this is
because
fine.
You're nicer than I am. This is Skunny Special Edition.
No, I'm not nicer. The other one is even more evil. Okay, back to the forest. That's where it's at. The forest, everybody. But yeah, Corndan's taking us back to the normal, the Skunny. What's it called?
Skunny Special Edition. Look, it's 32-bit arcade action or something, which is lying because it's not 32-bit at all.
Kuso6rande lie? Wow!
Technically, it's not Kuso6rande. Technically, it's Magic Touch, right? Who is also Kuso6rande. Or something we don't really know.
Interesting. I actually didn't know. I think I vaguely recall the discussion of them like having sort of a shell company in order to pump stuff out.
And so this is their, you know, Donkey Kong Country basically spin-off because, you know, Donkey Kong Country was popular in 1995.
Yeah, you don't say. Oh my gosh, Donkey Kong Country, really absolutely a revolutionary game. Okay, platformers had been done before, and most of the mechanics in Donkey Kong Country had been done before, but the art style, it looked better than anything else at that time that came out on a console. And, like, being able to have a fun game that looked that good, absolute rarity. I'd say that, like, it still holds up. Donkey Kong, at least Donkey Kong Country 2.
I agree with you. But instead, we got this.
I don't know. Maybe this still holds up?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. I just want to give people hope so we can crush it. Sorry, people. Corndan said no, getting your expectations up.
I mean, what's your expectation? A game that barely doesn't belong in the Tubin bin, right? That everyone's gonna hate when we're done here, right? Then this absolutely 100% lives up to expectations.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Honestly, I feel like we just had a few very unlucky draws with this group. Previously, that some of the games that they've ended up with have had problems that nobody would have expected. Although, watching that racing game
is turbo bad.
I thought of what would happen if you just backed up and went over the line again, and let's just say that Okami figured that out too.
Yep.
At the same time, I love it. I kind of feel like maybe with very specific rules, it could potentially make a comeback, but we'd have to have very specific rules.
You would have to, maybe in a one-on-one, maybe during gauntlets or something, right?
Oh yeah.
Because you would have to absolutely police that, and I'm too lazy to police that.
At least right now, yeah.
Well, yeah, there's 4 people. I definitely don't want to do it now.
It's a Thursday. I'm not gonna work. Although you had to.
I mean, yes, I did. And what makes it worse for them is I had a 4 o'clock meeting that should have been in the email that then went for a bunch more time than it should have, because everyone just wanted to yell at each other. And so my brain's fried, right? This is going to be entertaining for me tonight.
Yay. Well, I'm glad. You don't have to brain in order to play. Well, I mean, we're not playing the video game, but you still don't have to brain in order to enjoy. I don't know if enjoy is even the right term. You don't.
Oh no,
okay,
I'm totally going to enjoy
everybody. And don't stress, because you're not playing this game. Instead, our 4 players
pretty much
are. Okay, I just want to make one more check. I accidentally made these screens way too big on my end, so it's actually difficult to navigate between them. But whatever, we'll live. I hope you like these sounds, because Ascorian is definitely pumping them out.
There are sounds.
Oh yeah, there are. Ooh, okay, let me check this out. I need to go and talk to the players here. Oh jeez, this game is not good, by the way.
No,
the only difficulty that I have with this game as a Kuso6rande game is that sometimes it's hard for me to tell how far the players are. Other than that,
well,
I think that it is a fantastic watch. Okay, everybody's going to be checking to make sure they are on hard.
I have seen 3 of them on hard. I know Novasol is, but I would rather, we show it on screen, like the old school show the board before you play the game sort of thing.
Yeah, so you want to ping Novasol then?
Yep.
Are we starting on the pirate level?
Yeah. We're gonna go worlds left to right.
I've never seen anything but the pirate world.
We made it to the desert oasis in the Kuso Invitational.
Probably forgot then. Yeah, everybody is gonna be showing their difficulty.
So
the
only one we're missing is Novasol.
Does the demo really start playing if you just wait in that menu for too long?
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay, Novasol, did you actually show us?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Yep, we're gonna let them start from the level select screen. Well, I guess the world select screen.
feel free to go to
Okami, I think,
level
started it?
select, and best of luck, y'all. Okay, everybody, I need you to get all of your pirate emotes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, get all of the pirate emotes. Okami, I don't know what you're doing.
I mean, that's on the select screen.
Oh, okay.
That's on the
Here we
level
go.
select.
Spam your emotes, please.
But for whatever reason, like Okami is I don't know.
As soon as I see movement, I'll start a timer. If needed, we can just yell at Okami and give him. Okay, he's hopping into the level. There we go. We're fine. Get ready for barrels of fun.
Well, welcome to the dumbest Skunny game, right? There's some really dumb Skunny games. This is the dumbest one. It's also the latest one.
Yeah.
This came out in 1995, right? You know, Donkey Kong Country was a thing. So this game is still a collectathon, right? To get out of every level, you need to find 100 keys. So the keys are going to count down from 100, so you can tell the progress in any level by just looking at how many keys they have. Right?
True.
The closer they are to 0, the further progress they made.
Yeah. Are there more keys than you need?
Yes.
Okay.
So
that is
they're
a little
usually
bit
more.
Helpful. Although I imagine
Yeah.
with hard they have to get more.
So it's 100. That's what they had to get before.
Oh, okay.
Right. The enemies have more health. Skunny takes more damage. Generally, things are dumb.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, right, when it comes to graphics, right, because people are already sort of talking about it, I don't know if the graphics are stolen. I definitely know the sound effects are.
Some of them, but oh
Like-
jeez,
like
I love
the-
the
like-
Windows sound.
Like the Windows sound. I mean, Skunny screens and all of that are from like the other Skunny games, so they clearly didn't do any updating on that.
Not at all. But yeah, this was developed
I'm
by.
going to-
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna assume that they probably didn't do the that they just stole the music too. I can't say that one for sure. So this was technically developed by Magic Touch.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say that technically because I'm pretty certain Magic Touch is just a front for Copysoft so they can avoid like other lawsuits or something.
I mean, that's
This is the
probably it. Yeah.
This is the only game Magic Touch has ever made, which means if they really did just like grab the Skunny license and make games for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they deserve it.
Yeah, they kind of do. By the way, this was published by WizardWorks Group, which was a group that basically published a whole bunch of the Deer Hunter games. Deer Hunter Screensaver. Oh, baby, that is my favorite. Apparently they made an quote-unquote authorized add-on for StarCraft? Retribution. I don't know what that is, but they claim they did that. Yeah. Treasures of the Savage Frontier for DOS, Orbiter for DOS, D&D game, Heroes of the Land / Dragons of Flame / Hillsfar for DOS as well. But yeah, this publisher definitely worked with a lot of games as well as Duke Nukem?
Oh yeah, WizardWorks did a lot of stuff.
Wow.
But Magic Touch did not.
You don't say.
Nope. So I did give them the quote manual. I mean, they could read it, right? The manual is an executable, but I did give them the important part,
Okay.
right? Which is just literally a screenshot of the instructions. Find 100 keys to open the exit. If you get 100 coins, you get an extra life. Turn on the switches on to open doors and jump on enemies' head to kill them, and that's literally all the game tells you.
That's nice.
So I don't even know
why
if there's
is
a real
the-
story here.
Why is the
There
manual
probably is.
unexecutable, though?
Because it's a DOS game, why not? Let's see if I can actually. I'm actually going to go through here and see if this actually says anything here, right? In the actual manual,
Yeah, go ahead and check that out. Let me see. By the way, this was open, or this was available for purchase up until I believe last year at some point.
Literally, it was the like 2 days between when I grabbed everything for the game and like when we actually had this on the show, right?
Yeah.
That the Copysoft website like lapsed.
Maybe they got a notification that because you downloaded it, they used all their data for the month, and they're like, "Oh crap!"
Oh, I didn't download it from there. I've had this thing for a while.
Oh, okay. Maybe because you clicked on their website, it went down because it used too much data.
However, I do want to point out that Hedge Maze is over in Canada right now, visiting her girlfriend and her fiance, and they were out and about and they found the Skunny collection for $1.
Yoo-hoo!
So we made her buy it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy. That makes, yeah, I'm irrationally happy because of that. Wait, is there actually information about this game on Pinterest? Of course there would be interest posts about Skunny Special Edition. Okay, I'm not even gonna look at that right now, but...
I mean, it is Pinterest, of course there is.
Yeah.
So there's 7 worlds, right? And I love the names of the 7 worlds, right? We got Pirate's Gold, Desert Oasis, Oriental Fortunes, Enchanted Castles, Egyptian Artifacts, Arctic Caverns, and Tutorial World.
Tutorial World, my favorite.
That's the last one.
Yeah, honestly, there's not a whole lot of information about this game. Nope. I think all of the other Skunny games have a bit more info, but this, the company basically disappeared right around the time this game was released. They just existed as this other company that... This is the only game that they quote-unquote developed, even though it was the same people who worked on the other Skunny games.
Yep.
I do know that we stumbled across one of the developers for Skunny Cart in an interview that he was talking about, like, all of the misery, all of the terrible stuff going on in that company, and how much of a fraud it basically all was, and it's kind of beautiful.
All right, so in the game you can read about Skunny's story. You want me to tell you the story of this game?
Sure. Do we get to hear about sticky nut puddings?
Maybe, I don't know. But let's find out. Let's find out together.
Onto the minecart, by the way.
Yeah, the minecart levels suck.
Yeah, I can tell. This is not going to be good.
I mean, it's Skunny. Everything sucks. In Skunny's recent adventure, he uncovered an ancient map showing the location of incredible treasure scattered throughout remote parts of the world.
Okay.
Guide Skunny through areas filled with monsters and obstacles, gathering treasures beyond your wildest dreams. That's the entire story for the game. There's no mention of sticky nut puddings or his girlfriend or anything like that.
I mean, getting treasure is a good enough reason, but I really don't see that much treasure. Sure, maybe like some dimes here and there, but
look, you get 100 keys in every level. That's like 99 more keys than you had before.
Yeah, but who are you gonna sell the keys to? Nobody's gonna buy your keys. Like, what does it open? You care more about what it would open than anything else? Come on, Skunny.
Hey, you know what? You go online and you sell them to all the people who get loot boxes in Team Fortress 2.
Ah, okay. Ooh, I like this
like
idea.
$1 a piece or whatever.
Yeah. Exploit the people who have way too much money to spend on things like that, I guess. Okami has opened up the exit for level 2, the minecart level. Very nice. It looks like Jakazam is making some good progress on level 1. She may be the next person to get out of it. Okami is doing a little bit too well at this point. Although, why is it really fast now?
I don't know. I have no idea on that.
I do know that there are like speed options in the options menu.
And we left it on default. I kind of felt bad for him if we didn't.
Maybe it's just the frame rate because it slows down a lot at other points. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's watch other people do the minecart. If for some reason it's faster,
You know
slower
what?
for them, then we'll know
If it's
that
consistent, it's consistent.
it might be like it's. I don't know.
Now
I
it's
don't know.
back to the other speed we're used to seeing.
Yeah, there
Whatever.
we go. Oh, that is a hideous font. If you're going to do a white outline on your letters, you have to make sure that the outline is thick enough that it doesn't look like you did a bad Photoshop, okay? That is a rule for graphic design, y'all.
Hey, you know, another tip for y'all, right? Just don't make Skunny games.
I mean, that one's a given. Although, if Skunny enters the public domain, we could make Skunny games.
So when we're like 100, right?
I could
think
be
it's
a
safe to
Grandpa
say-
Dev. I'd be Grandpa Dev.
I mean, sure. I mean, I was gonna say, I think it's safe to say that Skunny is honestly in it's abandonware at this point in time.
Yeah. I mean, considering that how much it already stole anyway, like, it's surprising that they were able to keep selling it for so long. Like, you hear, like, there are other countries that definitely have looser copyright laws, and it makes sense why some of those could be on sale for so long, but this is homemade USA, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. To be fair, though, they did have a few lawsuits, like with the developers of Wacky Wheels, because they literally stole their code.
I mean, literally, right? This is not even like a, oh, that's nice, right? You like took their idea, like literally stole their code.
Literally stole the code, yeah.
Well, I guess literally they were given the code and then they used it without position or permission.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you love that nice squeaky sound every time you collect like a dot?
Nope. I really don't.
Well, get used to it.
Nope. Luckily there is an archive.org page for Kuso6rande, so it's not completely lost here. There are cheat codes, though.
There are.
Although they don't list any for this game because Kuso6rande didn't work on this, la-di-da-di-da. But yeah, yeah?
I don't believe on the Kuso6rande, like if you were to go buy these, right? Because up until last year you could. I don't think special edition is on the collection to be bought.
I think you're probably right, yeah. I love that for the game Back to the Forest, though, password to get unlimited energy is Harnut. It's not hard nut, it's just Harnut.
Well, maybe all you had were 6, you know, it's just a 6-character password.
Maybe, but the password for lives is Toad.
Okay,
just
so it's code
it's
with
weird.
2 blanks.
And in Lost in Space, the code for infinite ammo is Kickbutt, but it's only one T. Kickbut. Kickbutt. Like, yeah, you just have some inconsistencies here, Skunny, okay? Kickbutt.
I'm glad, right, you know, there are 2 Skunny games I probably wouldn't ever really want to give out, right?
Yeah.
Lost in Space and Desert Raid.
Yeah.
Right, Lost in Space is just a bad Moon Ranger clone.
Oh, no. Yeah, I can imagine that.
And then Desert Raid's a really bad shoot 'em up. It's not even fun.
Yeah, the important thing for a lot of the games that we choose here for Kuso6rande is that we usually try to find things that we enjoy, even if they are bad, or at least that, you know, visually are interesting. My main complaint, again, that these levels as a collectathon are big, sprawling, go all over the place, and it can be a little bit confusing as a viewer. But other than that, this game, like, actually has a fairly decent variety of enemies, like the weird burlap sack that Novasol just killed. I don't know why you're fighting burlap sacks, but hey, I hate burlap.
I would argue that it made they made an attempt, right, with what they had or could steal.
True that. Oh my gosh, burlap. I don't know why, but burlap, like, has just been rising in popularity here in Utah. Eventually, kids are going to be wearing burlap for fun. Every Christmas, though, whenever we go to any of the Christmas tree shows, we desperately search for any Christmas tree that has no burlap, and they're rare. Do you put burlap on Christmas trees, Corndan?
I mean, no.
Good. It's weird. Why do you put burlap on a Christmas tree?
Oh. I mean, maybe you just really like burlap.
Apparently people in Utah love burlap for no good reason. I don't understand.
Well, that's because, like, people in Utah, like, named their kids, like, Lakin and, like, Mason, and I don't know, pick, like, some other weird name ending with N, right? That's not Jaden, but they would totally name their kid Jaden anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me get a picture of this Christmas tree, okay? Everybody needs to see what I'm talking about because I'm not delusional. Oh, Utah names are so special.
Utah names are dumb.
Incredibly dumb and perfect and terrible. Okay. Here. Okay, this is like the Christmas tree that I'm talking about. You see, there's the burlap sort of draped down it.
There are no predictions because Hedgemage usually sets those up. She's in Canada, and nobody set it up, and I forgot to too. So,
yeah. Question: is this something that people do outside of Utah? Is this something?
I mean, probably.
Okay, or is it just like a Western U.S. thing where we put like whatever trash we can find on our trees?
Tempestral, it's I mean, you could probably still do it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's probably too late, right? Yeah, I mean, Burlap Garden is whatever, fine. You know, it fits in with the aesthetic of whatever weird stuff Utah does anyway.
It's kind of true, yeah. Apparently, Codeman is messaging saying Magic Touch is definitely copy soft. Both of the labels were owned by a company called Edisys, headed by Philip Messier.
I mean, right. There's no question that Magic Touch was copy soft, right? You know, what I find interesting with that story, what I would really like to know is, right, why they decided to change their name to Copy Soft.
I don't know.
Or change their name from Copy Soft. Right?
Maybe because of the lawsuits.
I mean, I don't deny that.
Let's see. I'm taking a look a little bit more. I do love that everybody else here, or Essentia is saying, I've never realized the burlap thing was weird to others. And everybody else is like, what? Burlap? Like, I remember Justin, the first time we went to a tree show, he's like, why is there burlap on everything? I don't know. It's just what we do here.
I mean, that's true. And I just figure in some of that, right? Like, in all honesty, that, right, every sort of area has their own thing. I've definitely seen, like, you know, trees that have ribbons and stuff coming down on all of that. You know, like, you know, it's just burlap's a thing.
Yeah.
Right, and if you kind of live in that, you know, something where that's a popular thing, right? Like, why not put it on your tree?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's burlap art here as well. I don't want to Google that though. It's gonna ruin my my ads for the rest of time. They'll be like, "No, you like burlap, huh, bro? Sencha? Here, have a burlap friend. It's a friend made of burlap."
What are your ads gonna say? Like, oh, hey, look at the fact that I'm really into old Atari games and furries. I mean,
burlap. Burlap.
I bet there are furries that are into burlap.
Oh my gosh, burlap fursuit. That sounds like the scariest, absolute worst thing that could possibly exist.
Ask Justin what he thinks about it.
I know his opinions about burlap. We've had this discussion multiple times. Escorian, by the way, on to 1-3, starting to catch up to Okami here. Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. By the way, this match is not super important to most of the players here, by the way. Jakuzum does only have... Wait, how many points does Jakuzum
needs to get
have?
not last.
Yeah, Jakuzum needs to get not last. If she gets last, she may go to the tiebreaker, depending on if there's a tiebreaker or not. Oh my god. Jakuzum is saying in Discord, "Why did my game just speed up?" Ha ha. And I'm like, I don't know.
See, it's happening to everybody.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it gets so fast at times. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, the thing, as far as I'm aware, you know, the company that made this did essentially make their own game engine for this, and they may have been trying to sell the game engine to others. Let me just say, the inconsistencies in this are pretty big. And I would say that there are definitely better platformer engines out there than this, at least by 95, you know?
I mean, but the fact is they made something, right? And for the most part, you know, we're not talking about, like, it's not like Eats the Lobster or whatever, right? Where that was like, that engine was super broken, right? Ostensibly, this engine plays.
See, yeah, you
right?
say
we're
that
not
they
talking
made
about
this, but they say that they made the engine for Skunny card, so I don't know if I can trust them.
Well, I mean, that's fair, right? That's a fair point. But let's assume they did. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay,
you know,
you're being nice.
I'm being nice today, right? So let's give them the benefit of the doubt here, that they made this, right? No, or that they were good at stealing it, right? You know, let's not be you know, let's not be nice about it. So they either made it, or they were good at stealing, right? Either way, we're not really talking about like how broken the game is as an engine, or what the heck's going on with it, right?
Yeah,
it plays like a game, right? It does what you expect it to do, like when you hit buttons and stuff, right? There's no weird like flips into walls or anything like that, at least that we can find. There very well might be, right? But at the same token, it's Skunny. I don't really want
Yeah.
to play it to find out.
Really, the only flaw in the engine so far, or quote-unquote flaw, would be the speeding up and slowing down that we have
Yeah.
fairly regularly in the game. Other than that, the engine basically behaves.
Yep. Which, you know, honestly, right, you kind of expect right about this time.
I mean, you'd
but-
hope, yeah.
Yeah.
Nova, by the way, onto 1-3. Jakuzam
Yeah.
is currently in last.
Jakuzan will be there this time.
Yeah,
Around.
Jakuzam has historically done really well. If she, like, it would be sad if she came in last, but at the same time, she wouldn't be completely out of the tournament. She'd be able to go on to the
Probably not.
tiebreaker. Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
I love
basically,
that the
we're at the
bonus
point in
levels are
time-
basically required in this game.
they're in this case they're actually not, right? Like there's so many keys in this level, right, that she's on
Yeah.
that you don't actually need it, right? Like you can literally get all of the keys you need before you go to like the last area of the level,
Okay.
right? So if you didn't go into the bonus area where there's a bunch of keys, you'd still be fine.
You'd still be able to finish it fine.
Oh yeah.
Good to know. But I think some of the levels, it basically is required.
I mean,
Oh my gosh,
It
I
wouldn't
hate the
surprise me.
sounds. Why are there chickens trying to murder you?
we don't know.
I mean, chickens are kind of evil. The evilest kind of food.
I mean, they're hardly the evilest kind of food.
Actually, yeah, cows. Cows up there.
I'm not sure
Followed by
cows
kale.
are. I mean, kale definitely, right?
Disclaimer,
I'll give
I
you
actually
that.
like
Kale-
kale. It's pretty good.
You know
made
what? I
right.
don't.
When made
Right,
right.
Wait, how about this? I think that, you know, if you're going to be spending that money on greens, right, and you're going to make it right, spend your money on other greens.
Yeah, honestly, like if I have a choice, I'm going something. I'm gonna get something else. Yeah. If
Like-
if it's only kale, I'll be like, okay, fine. If it's already
But Rainbow,
packaged,
but
in a
Rainbow
meal,
Shard
yeah.
Rainbow Shard is superior to kale in every single
Oh,
way.
Rainbow Shard, yeah, that's great. But if like kale comes as a default on the menu, I'm not gonna say gross. No way. I'll say, okay, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Yeah. Jakuzan, by the way, is starting to really make up some time here. Already on to 1-3, which is where Novasol and Escorian are.
I think that's where everybody is.
Yeah, I think Okami is there as well. This level is a maze, and I don't like
Every
mazes.
level in here is a maze.
Except for the minecart one. But
Oh,
even
it's still a
then,
maze
it
of
kind
minecarts.
is, yeah. Wow, my cousin is asking why you would ever be anywhere that has kale on the menu. As it turns out, restaurants can make a variety of foods. Oh,
And
although
in all honesty, right? You know, a restaurant that does kale right is probably going to do other vegetables and greens and stuff right too.
True.
It's totally a place you actually want to be.
Yeah. If they are brave enough, if people are actually going and buying there and they have kale, then you can at least trust their other stuff. The worst food choice that I think I've ever made, though, like spontaneous purchase, was at a yoga studio / restaurant. And let me just
that
say,
sounds like a bad idea.
that was... I got fettuccine Alfredo, and it was the grossest, because I'm pretty sure it was vegan. And it's like, how do you do a vegan Alfredo without making me feel completely grossed out? And the answer is you don't. At least at that place, you don't do vegan Alfredo.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what goes in vegan Alfredo. I mean, Alfredo's already vegetarian, right? I get that is not, you know, the same as vegan, right?
Yeah.
You know,
It's already
Like,
vegetarian.
but if you totally look at what is goes in Alfredo, right? Alfredo, honestly, a super simple sauce,
Yes.
right? You know, like traditional Alfredo doesn't have a whole bunch of cheese. It doesn't have a whole bunch of everything, right? It's the pasta, some of the pasta water, butter, a little bit of pepper, and Parmesan cheese, and that's it.
What about cream?
Right? No, there's no cream in a traditional Alfredo.
Really?
Everyone thinks there is. There's not. There's not. But I know what you're thinking. Like there should be, because most people put cream in there, right? It's a creamy sauce. It's actually all the emulsification of the Parmesan cheese.
Interesting. But yeah, Parmesan cheese, you can't just
Right,
replace
so-
Parmesan.
And you can't just replace butter either.
Yeah.
I mean, you could maybe do some of the oils and stuff, but it doesn't have quite the same effect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that the best kind of vegetarian food is not the type that's imitating non-vegetarian food. The best type is the one that, like, was made initially with the ingredients in mind. Yeah, like Ethiopian food is generally
I
going to
love
be
Ethiopian
vegetarian/vegan, and it is amazing. Absolutely recommended. Anybody in Salt Lake, go eat Ethiopian.
I love Ethiopian food. But yeah, and Chad's right. Like, nutritional yeast does have a lot of that same sort of cheesy sort of flavor to it, right? But it doesn't have the same emulsification qualities and stuff like those Parmesan. So for flavor, it can kind of match up to Parmesan or something similar-ish, but it can't for everything else.
Uh-oh, we're getting questions about whether or not Parmesan is actually vegetarian. It might not be.
It might not be. I don't know.
Dun. Yeah. I
mean,
think that
I'll
I'm
be fair.
lactose
I do
intolerant,
like,
but I love cheese.
Chad, I will also lay out, I do like nutritional yeast, right? In cooking and stuff like that, right? I am not going to dog on it. It is good stuff.
Wait. I think you could... No, I think it's vegetarian because they use an enzyme found in the stomach of animals.
Yeah, is this a vegetarian and not vegan?
I think it might really depend on who you ask. If you can just reach a spoon into a cow's mouth and like reach down to its stomach and scrape this enzyme out, maybe you're fine.
I don't know.
I don't know if the cow would like that.
Yeah, right. No, guys, I'm not trying to claim that Parmesan is vegan. Parmesan is not vegan.
By the way, there are alternative sources from what I can see. Plants, fungi, microbial sources can do a lot of the same processes. I'm not completely sure if they get the exact same flavor. Yeah, I didn't know about this at all. That's actually fascinating. And I'm gonna get in trouble because I know that like vegetarians here are talking about letting me know that Parmesan cheese isn't vegetarian, but I really hate cows, so the more that die, the merrier.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. They're ugly, and they smell bad. They're ugly and they smell bad. Honestly, you know, we pretty much don't eat any of the cuter animals. We only eat the ugly ones. I think that's the way life should be. Devour the ugly. Let's move on to a different topic before suddenly I get everybody yelling at me. Okay, some cows are super cute. Most cows are not. I'm moving on. Skunny, it's going great. Okami is down to 27 keys left. Novasol 19. Jackzum 23. We could actually have Okami fall away from first.
Yeah. Well, you know, Okami has had like 2 keys left or something before.
Okay. See, Mike says that cows are very stupid. The problem is they're too smart. You think they're stupid, but they're not. Like, they give you the gaze and just stare into your soul, and you think that it's an intelligence-less glare, but no, they're plotting.
Look, I'll tell you this, right? I definitely have a cat that stares at you in that same stupid look, and that's because this cat has no brain cells. You know, he forgot to even sign up for the shared brain cell that goes around sometimes. He's a real good cat, though. I love him. But, you know... Right,
well,
so
okay,
I can tell you, if you see that stare, right...
But cows are supposed to have that stare. They were made to have that stare. Cats, by default, don't have that.
So, Jackson found the exit. But,
okay.
Well, she didn't have enough keys.
4 more. Oh, 2 more. 2 more keys. She is so close to beating this stage.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Where are the keys? Where are the keys, Skunny? Oh my gosh. I don't particularly love the camera in this game. Let me say that is
it doesn't,
a little bit of an issue.
Does not move very well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very controllable. Think, go, 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 apparently. I appreciate the encouragement, waving words in Skunny.
I were...
No, the fire!
Yeah, Sam, what I would have done is hit the, yeah.
There is a timer, by the way, as you can tell by the clock. Is it the hands on the clock? No, it's the bar next to the clock. Because, you know, when you have a clock-shaped object, you gotta make a bar graph next to it in order to represent the clock. It's so dumb. You could have made something interesting.
Like, I don't. That doesn't even bother me.
Bothers me.
And here's why, right? You're already demonstrating your health, right? Like kind of on the same side of right on the opposite side of the screen is the same sort of way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even bother me because in that kind of setup, right? It's you're already demonstrating like that, right? So like it doesn't even matter.
I mean, I guess, but
like as a way of presenting data, right?
Okay, there have been worse ways to do it. Fine, it's understandable. I just
also think too, right? You know, we're seeing this on like a quote, sort of high res everything sort of screen, right?
Oh yeah, these are all the crappy PCs. Yeah,
right. If you were playing this in 1995, like, right, that bar is a good way to show information because.
I mean, except for the fading color there, that's not particularly great.
I didn't notice. I didn't say it was great at information. I said it was good.
I'll say, for the time, fine. I just hate having your clock that the clock itself isn't showing time. It's just, but fine, whatever.
Look, if you're gonna steal all your art assets.
They stole the gradient, the black to white, via blue gradient. Oh no. Go, 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 says Skunny on Novasol.
Can get to the exit. I don't know if Okami has seen the exit. So Akami's gotten enough keys. Jakazan would be in the lead right now if she had found 2 more keys.
True. but that's a pretty comfortable second place. Like, Jakazum is really making up a lot of time. You know, considering that she was in fourth for probably about 15 or 20 minutes, you know, coming up to second is pretty huge.
I'll tell you what, right? You know, and this is a credit to the game, I guess. Or a credit to our stupidity, one of the two, right? That I didn't realize that we're 40 minutes into this match as we've been talking about how stupid this game is.
Oh my gosh, this is being a lot of fun. We covered burlap, we covered cows, we covered the sin of vegan Alfredo. Yeah, basically everything that needed to be talked about. And we learned that the company that made this was actually was the same developers. They just had a different name for the company for some reason. But I'd say this might be the most competent of the Skunny games.
I actually think the most competent of the Skunny games is Save Our Pizzas, honestly.
Oh, actually, yeah. I don't really like that one as much. Like, I'm all for Back to the Forest just because that is uncontrollable.
Right. And Back to the Forest, if you just enjoy it because it's uncontrollable, right? You know, I think it's fun, right?
Oh,
but I think
it's
like
a blast. It's an unplayable blast.
Platformer, right? Though, like, you know, like Save Our Pizzas is their most competent effort.
Yeah, but it's also really slow comparatively.
It is.
Yeah.
I noticed that, right? I didn't say it was their best game. I said it was their most competent game.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody, if you want to avoid the atrocity that is Skunny Back to the Forest for Kuso6rande, the best way to avoid that is to practice video games and to possibly play it. But
the only way to be sure you can't get it in Kuso6rande is to have played it.
Yeah. But honestly, if you want to experience platformers that are too slippery, and by too slippery I mean like, oh holy crap, grab onto your butts because there is no way to control this, Skunny Back to the Forest is absolutely the game for you.
If you sped up Skunny Back to the Forest by about 50%, it would be more uncontrollable than Sonic.
It still is more uncontrollable than Sonic, like,
but at the same speed, right? You know, running basically the same speed as Sonic.
You go faster than Sonic, and like, Cordan, it's a heart attack and a half every time that I've played it. Like, it is absolutely unbelievable how fast and terrible everything is in that game. I'm gonna go ahead and say Sonic 1 definitely much more playable than Skunny Back to the Forest.
I mean, that's probably true. But you know what would be great?
What?
Skunny for Smash. Right, you could bring in his special attack with his sticky nut puddings.
I feel like he would probably be the Dan of Smash Brothers, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't care.
Same. Also, I'm not completely sure in what world they could legally, like, put Skunny anywhere. Escorian found a bonus level. Bonus level's good for extra keys if you need them. However, I'm not sure
really
if this
in
bonus
that one
has
level.
any. Yeah. What? Novasol is moving on?
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What? Is this a new level? Am I delusional?
I mean, I guess it is.
See, this is the problem, Cornet. If I'm not looking at the world map, I don't know, because all of the pirate levels look the same. I'm not saying it's your fault, it's Skunny's fault. Stupid naked squirrel running around Picking up puddings, bro.
I mean, don't worry, Novacell game over. No, I mean, it's definitely a new world.
What? It definitely is?
Yeah, it's definitely a new level.
Okay. Cool. I think I'll go ahead and leave this to the pros, aka anybody else watching, because I get distracted
because
way
we're
too
idiots.
easily. Yeah. I mean, you're usually a little bit better at paying attention than I am.
Some days.
Now, this is the same level that Escorian was on. This looks very... Like, I recognize this bonus level. Escorian is on it as well right now. The absolutely useless bonus level that doesn't have any keys, only coins. And what do the coins do? You might be able to get an extra life if you collect enough of them, but who cares? Skunny doesn't deserve it.
Well, I mean, that's true. So, okay, then if they're on the same level, I have not seen Escorian get to level 4 either. But I mean, it clearly could be that we missed all of that. Because we're idiots.
By the way, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and say that if Nintendo doesn't put Sora in Smash, it's going to be possibly the biggest shock of everything. In fact, I think Nintendo fans will do more than the Genshin Impact fans have done to the Google Play Store. Heck, Nintendo fans might also go rate Google Classroom and say Sora for Smash, you know? So apparently we're finding out on the 5th. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I will definitely be excited to see, and then I will forget to actually play.
I guess they've all made it to level 4, right? And Jakuzan was just last.
Yeah, they've all made it to level 4. I just didn't know if anybody beat level 4. And
No, this is level 4.
Yeah.
Jakuzan just made it to level 4. I think Okami is getting close. Okami has all of the keys.
Did
There we go.
get
Okami's
through?
on level 5. Yeah.
Very nice. Get ready. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Yeah, chat, by the way, pointed out that when you get to the bonus level, it looks like Donus level. That's just one letter away from donut level.
I was gonna say, I want a donut level.
Yeah, donut level, everybody. I can't remember the last time I've had donuts. I've been having a hankering for donuts, though. Ooh,
I had donuts like last week.
Yeah. Back when I worked at an office, like, people would bring donuts like every other week. We had donuts a lot. It was great.
I mean, so I don't ever really expect to get donuts in my office. My boss is a big fitness guy.
Yeah, better than donuts was when people brought bagels.
Well, in both of our, right, in all of this, like, there's just not enough people in our group either, an area to justify it. But there is a really good donut place in town.
Maybe it was just the culture of the department that I worked in, because it's just every once in a while a random person from the department, like, nobody was assigned to bring them, they just brought them. They're like, hey, have some donuts. And
so the group
was nice.
I used to be in my job, before I moved to my current role, did a once a month, somebody brought in something. It was usually donuts, but we've done bagels and people brought in cake and, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it was usually donuts.
I'm just laughing
it was usually
because Escorian waited for the flame. It didn't go up. She jumped and immediately. It was so good. Yeah, like.
But we used to get
assign...
donuts basically from this one place that was really good.
Yeah.
But you know, now I go and I get donuts. Usually I get donuts. If I get donuts, I get donuts on Saturday. I go out with my son. We got to go to the store, and part of the tradition is you got to go get donuts.
Oh, I love that.
So we go. And so it used to be we used to go on Friday, right? Which was nice. My wife was working, so he and I got to go do that and like hang out for a while.
That's cool.
Friday mornings.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like our thing, right? And there's a place in town that does these really good mashed potato donuts, which sounds really weird, but they're really good.
No, we have those here. We have a place called Johnny Spudnuts.
So it's not using potato flour, right? Which a lot of like the potato donuts use. So these are actually using like real like mashed potatoes.
Really?
Yep.
Fascinating. I don't know about our place using real. Let me look it up. I gotta look. We're right on the border of Idaho, so I wouldn't be too surprised if people are like.
I would be surprised if Idaho, yeah.
Yeah.
But so we go, right? The place is like they're like premium fancy donuts or whatever. They don't do filled donuts. There's always old-fashioned cake donuts, but you can get them with different toppings and stuff. And the place is really good. So we go. My son and I get a donut. He basically eats all the frosting off his donut, and then I finish off his donut. And I have mine.
Okay. So
and then we used to go to the store. Now my wife goes with us.
Nope, these are not mashed potato donuts. These are in fact flour donuts. So if I go and visit you sometime, which I really want to sometime,
yeah, I will take you to get
burrito donuts.
Mashed potato donut. I will take you to get mashed potato donuts because these are really good. But so yeah, we typically we'll get donuts like once a week. I think maybe it's been a couple weeks since we got them because last week I bought bagels from the bagel shop in town. Because we got a fancy bagel shop.
That's awesome. I think bagels, especially if you do have people who are like dieting in the office or anything like that, bagels are generally a better choice than donuts to bring like spur of the moment, just bring in one day. But really, both are acceptable. If you ever come and visit my office, everybody watching, you can go ahead and bring one or the other. That'd be fine. My office is where I live. Man, people in my office haven't been bringing me donuts lately. Starting to get angry.
Well, you shouldn't be threatening Justin with the burlap, and maybe you'd get donuts.
Oh, jeez. You haven't brought me donuts into the burlap. But Procedure. Nope. Burlap for you. Why are there apples on this pirate ship of Okami's? I don't understand the apples.
Because apples, honestly,
like limes would make more sense.
No, so apples keep a long time.
But limes for the scurvy.
Maybe this was before they knew about how to fix scurvy.
Wow, Skunny, you really chose the wrong time to become a pirate.
But you keep apples in the crisper and everything, and they last a fairly good time.
Yeah, I need to, I always forget when we have apples.
You gotta go pick them, and then you remember you have them.
Well, that sounds fun.
We went.
I really want an apple tree.
Last week before.
Mm-hmm.
And picked way too many.
That sounds like a lot of fun, though.
But it was great, and so I made apple crisp the other day. There's no more apple crisp in the house, which is a shame because I want apple crisp right now.
Oh man, I want some apple crisp. I want some. Like,
Mini corn, help me.
apple pie is one of the best types of pie. Although I like cherry more, but apple is a very close second.
Apple's a very traditional sort of pie, right? Like if you know how to make apple pie, right? Like you can't go wrong with like a good apple pie.
Yeah, it's. Oh my gosh!
Right.
I just want
Very few
pie
people
now.
are going to be mad. Very few people are going to be mad if you brought apple pie to an event.
Can you imagine the one person who does get mad? They're just throwing tables over. You brought apple pie! I hate you! Oh my gosh, yeah. Pulls out a gun and a sword. It's like, why do you have both a gun and a sword on you? Like, that is really confusing me more than your hatred of somebody bringing apple pie. Like, what is going on in your life? Then they stab you. Never go to a party with somebody who hates apple pie, okay? Bad idea. Ooh, now somebody's bringing up lemon meringue. I've made lemon meringue pie before, and it's a lot of fun.
Lemon meringue
to
is
make.
one of my favorites, right? Like, I love lemon meringue, but I don't make it, and I don't make it because I can never get the meringue to sit right. Right,
Oh,
like
man.
meringue is difficult.
Nah, it's fine.
No, but a good meringue, right? Like to get it to set properly, to get it to set on your pie properly, right, and not get a layer of condensation and then fall off the pie. It's really hard to do. And
I guess
so
maybe I've just gotten lucky when I've done it. I haven't done it recently, mind you, but
I mean, so like you can do it. Like I could make a meringue, right? But for me, the hard part is not the meringue. Like the biggest hard part with like when you're making like a lemon meringue pie, you have a dense
the custard.
But your custard, it's moist, right? There's water in it.
Yes.
Right, and so when you set that hot meringue on it, you trap condensation in there. And that's a problem. And so a lot of people's meringues, like I could set up like a good like meringue, right? And then have it basically just fall off. Right, because there's effectively a water, there's the pie layer, then a water layer, then meringue.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose I can see that. I just
or-
never really had that problem.
Or you deflate the meringue, and like that sucks too.
Yeah. I mean, meringue and angel food cake are both a little bit tricky. I've done both. I've had them both work out.
I am terrible at angel food cake.
Oh.
Right. It's easier to get the $2 to go buy it.
By the way, Escorian has all of the keys for this level, moving into a solid second, I'd say. If Escorian can beat this level, she will be on the same level as Okami.
Yep.
Wait, does everybody hate this music? I guess we're just like talking about people murdering each other over apple pie.
We're just idiots.
Yeah. We're more dumb than insane at this point, is what I'd say, everybody. And you know what? Driving people dumb, that's exactly what Kuso6rande is all about. We're all stupid now, and that's fine. It's good.
Yep.
Yeah. Beep, beep, indeed.
Hey, look, we're gonna see the next world very briefly.
Oh! Who vomited on the computer? Copysoft did.
Copysoft did. Yeah, let's...
I want to see more of this. Okay, I'm gonna insist, if we have this game again, we start on this world so that everybody can cry.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my request for you, Cornden. I want to see more than pirate level.
Well, we have. We have seen this
Barely.
level before.
Barely, though.
You didn't say you wanted to see it, like, for a while. You just said you wanted to see it. we've seen this before. We have this level at home, Brossentia. You don't need
You're
off level.
technically correct. Oh, what? Oh, baby, you can flip it upside down. See, Corndan, I didn't ever see that before. And now I know this is the Skunny game we deserve.
We've totally seen that. It's total. No, we've seen that before too, right? In the past, it's one of the power-ups you can get, and I'm going to use the term power-up loosely because it's one of the random things you can pick up, and it flips. Right? There's one that reverses your controls, and there's one that flips the screen upside down.
Yeah, the dizziness looks like that's the reverse your controls. Okay. My memory is a little bit fuzzy when it comes to some of these games. I don't remember that, but I'll remember it now. Hey, is that the next level for Escorian?
It is.
Awesome. Jacksub, though, is it still in a solid third, I believe? Fourth?
Pretty sure Jackazam is in fourth.
Jacksub got down to 2 keys left on the level, though.
Right, but I think Novasol is on a level ahead of Jackazam.
Are you sure?
No.
Crap, I accidentally stopped.
I'm pretty sure.
Tiny bit ahead of time. There we go. There. Bam. We are done. We're going to have to definitely get a little more information about where players are and how far they made it. But there, yeah, it's time. It is time. Throw your hands up in the air. Do a little Skunny dance like Escorian. Hidden upside down there. That looks enjoyable. Yeah, so for sure, Okami was the winner. Join General Voice if you want. Escorian did make it to 1-5. I don't know about Novasol and Jackazam.
Novasol's on 1-5. I don't think Jackazam is.
Okay. Hey there, Okami. Congratulations on your victory here.
Hey, thanks, but I had to play Skunny, so I don't know if it's much of a victory.
It's a Pyrrhic victory.
That maze stage, wow. Holy moly,
Yeah.
I got there for like, what, half an hour?
Oh yeah, it's real bad.
Like, that was really rough. Like, I had seen when this was in Kuso previously, because in case this wasn't said on voice, I had seen the VOD before, but I didn't remember where to go in the maze, so we're like, okay, that's fine then. And all I remember was Pirate Ship.
Yeah.
Did anybody, like, when this was in Kuso 4, did anybody make it out of the pirate ship? Because I don't remember seeing anybody in like a desert area.
I think they did, but only for like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, like I believe it was NPC and Andy who may have made it out of there. Yeah.
Well, that's hardly surprising knowing those two.
Right, but I mean it wasn't for very long.
Okay. Well, I don't think I was in desert for very long either, so.
Yeah, it still you blew everybody away. You were pretty much in the lead the entire time.
Nice. I like that minecart stage that I only saw once.
Wait, apparently NPC and Andy did not make it to the pirate or make it out of the pirate world. They got stuck in the maze as well. That maze level 1-4 is so painful.
It is definitely the roughest stage out of those pirate stages, because like some of the other stages were like kind of mazy. Stage 3 is like you had to find the switches to get you further into the stage and eventually find the exit, which was kind of annoying, but not the worst thing to deal with.
Okay.
But then stage, like, I had all the keys that I needed to finish 1-4 for a while, and I'm like, okay, cool, more keys. That at least means I haven't been in this area, but where the heck is the exit?
Yeah, I mean, the game probably puts about 110 to 120 keys at least in every single stage.
Oh, yeah.
So you can vary, right? Like, when I played it the first time, there were a couple levels, like, I had keys early, and then I'm like, I don't know what to go do now.
The only thing I could really get from keys is information at that point.
So do let me know, Okami, what are your overall thoughts about the game? How do you feel about this Skunny game?
I enjoy it. As somebody who does like the Donkey Kong countries on the SNES. And I knew this was going to be like something like that, and it definitely felt like that with stuff like the mine carts and the barrels. So I'm like, okay, there's a chance that this game won't be a complete trash fire for me. And it was a trash fire. It just wasn't a complete trash fire.
Okay. I mean,
We
having
also
a
have no
partial fire
idea-
is fine.
We also have no idea, by the way, why the random speed up on the minecart stage.
Yeah, I think I saw in the chat that somebody else.
It literally
experienced
It literally happened to everyone.
Okay, so that wasn't
Right.
just me. I was wondering
It was
that.
not just you.
Yeah, seriously, congratulations, Okami. Great job to all of the players. The only person who is not guaranteed a spot in the bracket is Jakazam. Yeah, she put up a great fight, but unfortunately fell behind people fairly early, and everybody just made, like, after that, everybody made fairly consistent progress compared to each other. Honestly, she did manage to pass some people at one point, but then they passed her back. I don't know, there was a lot of back and forth. But Jakazam, if there is a tiebreaker, you will be joining in on that, so you are still not quite out. The rest of you three, though, Escoria, Novasol, and Okami are moving on to the bracket, so congratulations, Okami.
Yeah, I managed to, for the second year in a row, keep my ¡1 seed.
Oh,
this time,
baby.
This time it wasn't through causing an upset, at least. This time it was through ending on 40.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that is really freaking awesome. Seriously, great job. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to call it for the night. Tomorrow, I presume around 4 p.m. Eastern, is when I will be starting the shenanigans with Action 52. That is my month of October. Seeing if I can get through all of them, and I will also give a rating so that we can see the best to the worst of the Action 52 games. It's going to be an experience. Okay, I think, yeah, let's go ahead and raid Author Blues. I think the raid message that we had was Donus Stage. Donus Stage, yeah. Because it looked like Donus instead of bonus.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and head on over there. See you later, Okami.
Bye.
Thank you, Corn Dad.
Bye.
See ya.